Here we go. Let's start this actual live stream. I figured instead of me like starting halfway while I'm kind of talking and waiting for it to load, I would try something new and exciting where I put up a title card. Isn't that amazing? I know, revolutionary technology. How's everyone doing tonight? I see there's a whole bunch of people already in the live stream. There's like 20 of you guys. We got a bunch of people. I say Zeus, I see Aaron, I see the Squirrel Plane, I see Jared Bogus, I see Eliezer. I think that's how I pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. My reading skills are not the best. So what do people want? We are talking about, what are we talking about? People are talking about, could you make a deck certain around Axis of Mortality? What is Axis of Mortality? Let's look up what that card is. I don't actually know what Axis of Mortality is. I don't know it off the top of my head, so let's find out what it is. Daniel, welcome to the live stream. Connor, welcome to the live stream. Axis of Vitality is, oh, it's part of the new Ixalan set. I see. So at the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target player exchange, oh, you and target player exchange life. Oh, that's neat. So you kind of like drain yourself. I could see this going in some very weird decks. I don't know how well it would work in Standard. Fellow Curtis, welcome everybody to the live stream. We're doing a live stream again, I know. I was talking with Force of Skill, which is one of the moderators, and he was like, I don't think we've live streamed, or I don't think I've seen a live stream in like over a month, and I think it's been literally an over a month. It was beginning of December was the last live stream, so it's been a while since we all hung out and chatted. Brutal pronunciation of my last name, sorry Jared. I'm not gonna lie, I am not a reader kind of person. By not a reader kind of person, as in I'm not very good at reading in general. What do I want? Oh, I'm messing up stuff here. Pardon me, you guys probably can't even see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to make it so I can read the chat better, rather than me like constantly looking like way down here to read chat. I wanted to make it like it so it's here-ish. That looks good. Axis Mortality is 6 mana. Okay, yeah, so people talking about this. Okay. Are you going to ship it over to Adrian or ship it over to me? It's only for me. Announcer Adrian for the Advent calendar has gone home until next year. He'll be back at that time. Hey, Force of Skill has joined the chat. And same with Samantha. Welcome, Samantha, to the live stream. I back everyone who said Pauper. There's been a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of hype around Pauper right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of doing the like holdout. Oh. I'm just realizing the stream health is saying it is not super healthy right now. Is it really laggy for you guys, or does it look normal? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if we still have lag issues. Hopefully there's not very many lag issues. Anyways, Pauper. I was talking about Pauper. So right now, there's a lot of hype around Pauper. Everyone's making Pauper decks. I saw them on Tolarian Community College. I've seen them on, who else's channel have I seen them on? MTG Goldfish, a bunch of other channels, which I'm forgetting off the top of my head right now. It's really hot. It's really, really hot. But it's hot in the same way that Frontier was hot not that long ago. And I personally I don't have a ton of extra time. And I would rather keep making the content I'm making right now and playing it safe, and then make more interesting content down the road that's more Pauper related if Pauper starts becoming a bigger format. So if Wizards of the Coast starts supporting Pauper as a format in some form or another, then I'll probably start making videos for it. Until then, I'm just, I'm one of these. I'm in one of these. I'm not really sure what I actually want to do, but yeah, kind of that's what I'm saying. Yes, anyways, we should talk about what we are playing, or what we're doing tonight. I had a couple people ask about, instead of playing games, about doing some deck brewing together, and showing you guys my process on how we build decks, or how I build decks, I should say. If this is something you guys want to do, instead of playing a bunch of games, we can also do this. I'm good with doing both. Hey, I'm a Paratrippin is now here. Welcome. You haven't missed anything. We literally just talked about Pauper decks and my reluctance to jump into the making a whole bunch of Pauper decks right now. Also, backing up, one more thing about Pauper, and the reason why I'm kind of like, yeah, on it is I don't know Pauper well enough. That's another thing, is I feel like I would have to play Pauper regularly for a good month or so before I really felt like I knew what the meta was. Because right now in Modern, I know you're playing around this and you're playing with that. You know what's in the format, and they're like key components to the format. Where Pauper, I just don't really know. So budget Perforos. I'm not gonna lie, Perforos is not budget by no matter how you look at it. An $11 card is really not budget, and I'm not gonna make a budget deck where if you need to run 4 of them, or even if you need to run of them, it's making up 1/4 of the deck, or 1/4 of the budget. This is no, that's not a thing. I'm not a believer in this is a $120 budget deck. I mean, it's budget compared to the $1,000 budget deck, or $1,000 decks, but it's not budget. I mean, budget's $60 is the sweet spot for Modern. You can do it on 40 relatively easily if you're kind of going into more jank decks. If you're playing high budget, so you have a little bit more money to spend, you're looking at like $80, $90. But anything above that, yeah, it's not really budget anymore. Here's a medium budget deck. So, Brewers Minute Tips vids are awesome. From MTG Goldfish? Yes, they are. I agree. Actually, this week's video, supposed to be coming out on Friday. Hopefully I can get it done in time. We're going to go fingers crossed here. It might come out on Saturday or Sunday. If I don't get it done by Friday, is actually Brewers Minute-esque. It's Let's Talk Magic. And I'm not going to spoil what the subject is for you, but it is Let's Talk Magic. So yeah. Magic Man, we'll help you with that. Adrian getting on the Pauper at the moment. Mono Green Spider Tribal would be cool. Are there enough spiders to make a spider tribal deck playable? We could look at this up right now. We could literally look it up as I'm sitting here. Jake Kenny. I could convert my Modern Boggles into Pauper. You could. I don't really want to do a Modern. I don't want to do a Pauper Boggles deck though. There's nothing that interests me about making a Pauper Boggles deck. Boggles is like one of my least favorite decks, but it is a strong deck. It is a very strong deck, and it wins games in the same way that Infex wins games. But yeah. Jake. Is a card like Perforos. Is there a card like Perforos? I mean, the cards that are like Perforos are not budget either. So you're looking at like Emrakul, Ulamog, big, scary, indestructible creatures. Yeah, not very budget either any of them. Jeskai Flying Man. Okay, I have heard of Jeskai Flying Man as a Pauper deck as well. So yeah. Anyways, we need to decide. Are we going to play games, or are we going to work on brewing some decks? That is going to be your guys' call right now. I'll even make a straw poll for you guys. Brew decks or play games. Alright, here we go. Creating the poll, and I'm shipping it to you guys now. So here you go. Pauper Tron. Were the Tron lands ever Pauper? Were they ever? Let me look. I don't know if is Tron even Pauper playable? Oops. Let me take a look. Tower. Urza's Tower. I'm not seeing it here. Was Urza's Tower ever... You guys could probably look it up faster than I could, rather than you guys watching me type on a screen. Yes. So was Urza's Tower, or were the Urza lands ever actually... Were they ever commons? I don't think they were commons. I think they've always been uncommon or less. Tron can be Pauper. Apparently, according to Curtis, it can indeed be Pauper. So that's neat. I did not know that. I know that the more recent printings of them are 7 and 7. Ooh, I'll even show you guys what the voting looks like here. So 7 and 7 currently. Pauper Aristocrats is, if I was going to do a Pauper deck, I would probably do something like Pauper Aristocrats or some kind of Pauper aggro deck. It seems like the easiest way to kind of get into the format. May even be like Pauper Goblins. I feel like this could actually be a thing that would work, possibly. So, I mean, the big thing is like searching by rarity can be difficult. So, yeah. Pauper difference? What vet said? I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry, reading is not my strong point. I voted play. We're going to refresh results again. We have more people voting for brew. Well, I didn't really think of this. I didn't expect to be brewing decks tonight, but we can definitely brew. Let's refresh the results one more time. Looks like we are going to be doing some deck brewing tonight. Well, that's a change of pace. So, if we're going to do some deck building, I need to actually expand some windows here. You guys can see me up in the top corner up here, by the way. I'm up here. I changed it because I no longer, as you guys can see, I no longer have a green screen or blue screen because I rearranged the room. I'm putting stuff on a bookshelf here. You can see bookshelfy stuff. And so, just kind of changing up the background here a little bit. Trying some new things out. Okay, so if we're going to do some brewing, what does it need to look like? What do we need? Well, for starters, we need to decide what kind of thing we're going to brew. That seems to be the most important thing of them all. Refresh one more time. Yeah, we're definitely going to do some brewing. Which of the 40,000 commons are we brewing? Oh, I guess we're going to brew. Well, we brew. Okay, let's. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to brew a Pauper deck thing so everyone seems to be talking about Pauper here? Let's find out. And we're going to go to deck building. We need the Gatherer open because Gatherer is good. What else do we need? We have a bunch of websites I use. This is actually an interesting way for you guys can find out how I do brewing for decks. What are we looking for? I'm looking for here. Magic, advanced card search, Magic. Do I need card info? I think just advanced card search will work. Okay, so we have. I'm gonna make another straw poll, and we're gonna vote on what kind of deck we want to build. So, what are we brewing? What are we brewing? I keep seeing tribal spiders in the thing. Pauper. What else people got? Pauper Kiln Fiend, Pauper Mono Red Tron. If we do Pauper Mono Red Tron, then I'm gonna have to totally show that to Pleasant Kenobi. He, I think, would like that. Modern tempo deck of some sort. Tempo deck. A tempo deck. A Punisher deck. Tony, what do you mean by Punisher deck? Please elaborate. People want to see. Okay, we'll go. Hold on, so we're gonna go like this. Pauper, Mono Red Tron. I have no clue if Mono Red Tron in Pauper works or if it's even a thing that could possibly work. We have Red Black Minotaurs. Control. We have some control decks. Building control decks is doable technically. Pauper Dragons. I just did Dragons. Come on. There's a regular Dragons deck. Go watch that. What else do we got here? Axis of Mortality. I don't... do we want to go with Axis of Mortality? We could. I feel like it's going to be a hard one to brew around in a couple hours here. So, we have just Control. Control. And let's get a fifth option in here. Burn Affinity. Torment of Hellfire. What is Torment of Hellfire? Let's take a look at what that is. Nope. I want to like these. Yes, I understand that you don't know what that is, Magic Gatherer. Torment of Hellfire. Are you a card? I'm assuming it is a card. It's not coming up in here. Unicorns? Pauper Unicorns. Okay, sorry guys. Whoever suggested Pauper Unicorns wins this one. We're creating this poll. I'm sharing this poll with you guys. Here you guys. Oh, Pauper Unicorns. That's the wrong one. Here we go. So go and vote on what we're going to play, and we are going to see if we can come up with something ridiculous, hopefully. I won't vote because no point in me voting. And Hellfire. Hailfire. What is Hailfire? Torment of... Oh, it's this guy. Yes, I have seen some good decks around this right now. Oh, I know what we need to open. We need Star City Games. We need Star City Games open solely because we are going to need to know roughly prices if something is budget or not. And this is going to help us get there. So Torment Hellfire is $250. That's not a terrible price. It's not a terrible price at all. Okay. Thank you, Magic Man. Magic Man is also going to help us out a lot here because he is much faster at searching up cards than I am. So we can leave that as is. Actually, while I'm waiting for you guys to do some voting, we are going to go and make a new deck. New deck, creating. And we're going to call it something. SOM thing. And it's going to be, I don't know yet. We're going to leave that open. That's the way it goes. Pauper Unicorns. What do we got here? So far, Pauper Unicorns is winning by a long shot, which... I don't know. I'm speechless, guys. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say here. Oh, boy. Okay. Pauper Unicorns does seem like a pretty funny thing to build. So we may be doing... Oh, we got to vote on control here. Well, we'll give it a little bit of time. We'll give it a little time. We got 11 votes so far. We have 38 people in the chat. So we're going to wait for this to get to a minimum of 20 before we start going forward. Because this is going to be like it's an all-around thing. It's not like we're going to have a second time to come and vote on what deck we want to build. Because we're going to focus on just one deck the entire time. Looking up unicorns now. Yes, people looking up unicorns is always going to be a good idea. Always a good idea. Actually, let's call this Pauper, or let's just call it Livestream Build. Livestream Build. Here you guys go. We're going to do that. And let's... Is Pauper one of the things in here? You can go Pauper? Oh, it is. Oh, neat. Check that out. Who would have guessed? 13. Oh, Tribal Spiders has a vote. I think Pauper Unicorns is going to probably win here. Mono Red Tron is only good in Modern. Is it? I mean, maybe. I mean, has Fireball ever been printed as a common? If Fireball has been printed as a common, then you might be able to do, hey, Magic Man has donated $20. Super chat from Magic Man. Thank you very much for the super chat, Magic Man. Yes. You're also one of the, I think, the only subscriber currently. If you are interested in subscribing or becoming a Patreon, by the way, while we're waiting for voting, there is a link below somewhere. Where is it? It's below this video. You can't even see. I'm trying to point there, but you can't. In the description, there's a below where you can become a subscriber, or if you are interested in becoming a Patreon, there are more perks if you become a Patreon than if you become a subscriber on YouTube. But YouTube allows you to do cool things like having a badge beside your name and a bunch of other interesting things. Is Unicorn even a creature type anymore? I don't know. We could always put shapeshifters in. Shapeshifters are unicorns of sorts. Oh, we're getting a lot of Pauper Mono Red Tron is starting to grow. We're at 15 votes. We need 5 more votes before we're actually going to go for it. We have 40 people in the chat. 40 people can vote, so people can go and vote. I'll even just throw the link in again here, so you guys can go and vote some more. For people that have not voted, so such as Samir, you can go and vote on what you would like to see. By the way, what we're doing, for those people that are just joining us, because I think there's been 5 or 6 people that have just joined us, we are going to be building a deck today. Instead of playing games, which originally what I thought we were going to do, people want to see some brewing, so we're going to go brew some decks. So currently we are waiting to see what everyone votes on, so if you have a chance, go and vote. I put the link here. It's in the description. You can't see it because the chat is on this side here. Chat's hiding right over here. See? There's my chat. You guys can see. Also, by the way, for Christmas, I ended up getting a second monitor, so I have another monitor. Oh, looks like we got some lag issues. Oh, and someone has subscribed. Dave is my hero has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Dave is my hero. You are my hero, Dave, because you subscribed. We have Larissa. Welcome. Good to see you, Larissa. Thanks for joining us in the thing. We're doing some brewing today, by the way, for, again, anyone that is interested. Also, lag. Yeah, I see lag happening on my end as well, guys. It kind of keeps flipping back and forth between, like, good stream, bad stream, good stream, bad stream. I'm hoping it'll fix itself. Yours is barely playing at all. Can you guys at least hear me? That's the one thing. I mean, if you guys can hear me still, then it's not the end of the world, technically. I think it is my internet connection, quite honestly. I got a new router. I thought it would fix the problem, but I don't think it is the router that is the problem. I think it is actually my internet connection or internet provider, I think, is the problem. Because, here's the thing. So, let me show you guys some stuff. I'm going to show you guys some stuff if you can see this at all. So, if you look at... so, if you see the OBS here, which I'm showing you guys, OBS says everything is good. You are spitting out... I'm spitting out at not the best frame rate, but some frame rate is going up. I'm going at a pretty good rate here. Actually, I wonder, is my stream at... Okay, let's see if this fixes my... See if this fixes the lag problems at all. If it did, that'd be awesome. If it didn't, I'm going to be extremely sad. It says it seems good. Let's see, is there still lag? Let me know, guys. If there's still lag, that sucks. If there isn't, then might have fixed it. Fingers crossed. I hope it's fixed. Anyways, carrying on. Let's refresh this. We have 20 votes. Uh-oh. We have Pauper, Mono Red Tron, and Pauper Unicorns are tied. So I'm going to keep refreshing this until we get 21 votes. I'm really tempted, not going to lie, really tempted to go Pauper Unicorns solely because it seems ridiculous. Like, just the most ridiculous things out there possible. So, it looks like there's some lag. But hopefully not. No. Welcome to GiantMonsterGames. My name is Adrian, and today we are live streaming a solid image. Oh, and it looks like it just completely went down again. Did it come back up? I don't know. We can't tell anymore. We went offline for a second, and then we came back. I don't know why. It is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I feel like I've looked into this like 7 times and I still don't know what it is. I don't think it's my PC. My PC says I'm live streaming. Actually, OBS tells me I'm live streaming. I'm spitting out about 25 frames a second, which is its target. But YouTube's not receiving that. Yeah. I don't get it. I'll be right back. 1 second. Start streaming again. We're trying something else, see if this works at all. Basically, we stopped doing other things that were going on in the house that were using the internet. So hopefully this will fix it. Fingers crossed. Anyways, as I was saying before I had to run away, is if we do the Pauper Unicorns deck, because there's only a handful of unicorns in the deck. Oh, Mono Red Tron one, guys. Looks like we're doing the Mono Red Tron. I just got very excited about the Pegasuses and the unicorn. We're gonna do Mono Red Tron. Okay, let's do. I hope you guys aren't too sad. We're gonna do Mono Red Tron. So live stream build, Mono Red Tron. Okay, here we go. Pauper. Pauper, we do got whip. And now we need to actually add stuff. First thing we do, if you're ever building decks, especially on taptout.com, the first thing you do is you just save the deck straight out. You make it a prototype, and you save it right away. So save. Largely because if something crashes or if it doesn't want to work, you still have all the stuff you just set up. Force, Adrian needs a better graphics card. That is probably what it is. Oh, whoa. Wow. Stream is failing hard, guys. Sorry. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's for Tron, by the way, for anyone that's wondering what Tron is. We're actually going to go back to editing. I'm going to keep going. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I need to troubleshoot. I need to troubleshoot what's going on with my computer. If you guys can see, can you guys still hear me? Actually, let's just go this. Let's just back up. Can you guys hear me and or see anything. Probably because you pick spiders over unicorns. Maybe. But can you guys hear me or see me or anything? Or is it just like completely dead? That's what I want to know. It just kind of, I keep getting this like, oh, it's like, on my side, I keep seeing that it's like 1 frame a minute. So that's not fun or good at all. This is sucking. I agree 100%. 100%. You blame Trump for lag, but I'm Canadian. I'm not even in the US. I don't even know how to search up a solution right now, even while we're on the live stream. Rah, 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 rah. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Adrian grumbles. I wonder. The other option is we can try streaming to Twitch and see if it is equally as bad. That is another option. If you guys want to try, we can try stream to Twitch and see if that is any better. I'm gonna type that as in. That is another option, technically. Sound equal good, video equal bad. That's no good. No good at all. Yeah, we could try doing the Twitch thing. Again, I haven't really Twitched. I haven't really like did much stuff on Twitch before, so I don't really know if it's gonna work very well. And we would have to relaunch the stream entirely. It looks like it's come back. Alright, you know what, guys? We're going to carry on. We're going to push forward. We're going to push through. So we need to add the Tron lens in. Urza. I'm not sure if this will help, if that will help, Adrian. Well, I'm going to try at GiantMonsterGames. Your little screen is good. No crashes for a while. Okay, well, we're going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. So it's going to be Urza's tower. Yes. So I'm just going to go like this. Copy paste. So add you. Urza's power plant. Okay. It's smooth as a baby's butt right now. Well, I'm going to just go with it then. We're going to go with it. So power plant and Urza's mine. So we need all those. And the next question is, what would Mono Red Tron use to fetch up stuff? So I'm assuming Expedition Map. Is Expedition Map a Pauper card? I don't know. EXP. Edition map. No, that's not how you spell Expedition. Try map. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the reasons why I don't do a ton of deck building online, is because I don't know how to spell cards very well, so I usually have to like go and like look them up and then find them and put them into decks. So yeah, so Expedition Map is definitely going in. What else do you guys think? What else do we need to go in Mono Red Tron? We need a fireball of some sort. So let's go to so let's go fireball. Fireball. Is it all one word? Fireball. By the way, if you guys are interested, this website is amazing. If you guys are looking for a website that gives you cards and cards that are similar, this is like MTG Asset. I'm going to put it like right in the description here. I'm going to even copy paste this in here so you guys can like quick and easily go find it. This deck, or this website is amazing. So I put in Fireball because we need a card like Fireball. And then it says, okay, here's Fireball. And here's a whole bunch of cards that are like Fireball. So some of them are good, some of them are bad. Now we need to find stuff that is our commons. So we can actually refine the search. And we should be able to refine it by rarity. So rarity, we want commons only. Search, done. Okay. There is no common print that is not Pauper. EK. So mono red Tron. What else would we be wanting to do in mono red Tron? Banefire is common, right? I don't think it is. So here we have Disintegrate. Disintegrate is a sorcery. It is common, and it is going into our deck. Disintegrate is Fireball, except it's not Fireball. That's how best I can describe it. Fireball that is not Fireball. My YouTube crashed, but I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. 1261JAHO. Careless Touch is a Fireball-like card. Let's actually take a look at what that is. So I'm just going to be copy-pasting what you guys have in the comment section. We're going to look up stuff as we go here and see what we have. So Mono Red Tron. It was a common back in Mirage. Interesting. So interrupts target player, each costs additional 2 to play. Okay, hold on a minute. As long as Careless Touch is on the stack, spells that cost that targeted cost 2 more. So it kind of has counter protection, which is neat. It deals X damage to target creature or player. Why not throw that in there? That sounds like that sounds very good. You know, being able to have a little bit of protection is really good. Is Stuffy Doll? I don't think Stuffy Doll is common by any stretch of the imaginations. Any imagination. No, it is not common. We are doing Pauper, by the way. For anyone that's just joining us now, we are making a Pauper deck, a Pauper Mono Red Tron, something that only Pleasant Canopy would be proud of, I feel. So we are looking for stuff. We need more ways of tutoring up land. So we're going to need other ways. We also need mountains. Mountain. Show me the mountain. There you are. So we're going to need mountains. Go big. Dinosaurs are just creatures. That is also an extremely valid argument. Why not just throw in giant creatures? So people go and find common giant creatures we'd want. Pyroplasm. Is Pyroplasm common? I don't think Pyroplasm was ever common. By the way, again, Pauper. So we can only use common cards. Let's see if Pyroplasm is ever been printed as a common. It has not. It's only ever been uncommon or rare. No, unfortunately. Darn, we could have done unicorns and Pegasus, but it's not a. It was not to be. It was not to be. Advanced card search. Other things we need. There's a few things I'm kind of tempted to do. Stuff like Lava Spike. I know it's not budget, so maybe we won't do it. If it's not budget, we should consider going around it. Is Chromatic Star common? Chromatic Star. Chromatic. That's not how you spell chromatic. Chromatic Star. I'm gonna believe you that Chromatic Star. Yeah, it was a common in. It's one thing that's hard to like think. It was common in Time Spiral. So Chromatic Star definitely goes in. Terrarion, I believe, was actually Terrarion. How do you spell Terrarion? Now let's add it. I don't know if it was or not. Terrarion. I don't know. How do you spell Terrarion? There it is, right there. I don't know if it was a common or uncommon, but we're gonna put it in there. Iron Mirror. What is Iron Mirror? Let's take a look at him. I'm not against Iron Mirror. I just want to know what he does. He's a 2-drop that creates red mana. Yeah, we could probably put him in there. He might not make the cut at the end of the day. Lightning Bolt, definitely. The Lightning Bolt was common forever ago. Firebolt. What is Firebolt? I'm excited for it, whatever it is. Anything that is Firebolt? Is Firebolt a card? No. Oh, it is. Do 2 damage to our creature or player. Has flashback. Sounds fun. I like it. Let's put it in the deck. I guess we need something that actually use Scryfall to search Pauper. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go Scryfall. What is Scryfall? Scryfall Magic Search. Is a powerful Magic the Gathering card searching tool. Okay. I'm gonna believe you. Advanced search. I've never used Scryfall before. We need Scryfall on Discord. I guess so? I'm not sure how to set it up. Colors. Red. I'm sure you can go format. Pauper. Okay, so this is some good stuff. You can actually search up a lot of stuff here. Okay. Lava Pillar. What does Lava Pillar do, guys? You're gonna hear me doing this. I'm just gonna like read cards from the chat and be like, what does that card do? I'm not really sure. Oops. Back that up. Lava Pillar? Is it one word? We'll go like this. Lava Pillar. Lava Claw. This seems like a decent one. Lava Fume Invoker. Why wouldn't we want to put this guy in Tron? Gives creatures we control +3/+0 until end of turn. We have Tron. We have Tron mana. What is the mirror that is like Soul Ring? The one that creates 2? Kiln Fiend also could be a good card. We're kind of becoming like a red aggro deck. I'm not even sure if we need the Tron Shell, but I guess Tron Shell helps us finish the game technically. Kiln Fiend. Lava Fume Invoker seems like it could be fun. Just because we get a bunch of mana and we can just make our bigger creatures... Oh, you get added. Add? There you go. Lava Fume Invoker. Seems like a good card to add in there. Clackin Stoker. Let's see what that person does. Clackin Stoker is sacrifice an artifact, add red to your mana pool. I don't think we need it. I don't think it's gonna be as helpful as it could be. Wild Cerberus is a 5/4 for 5 that destroys an artifact. Could be useful, but I don't know Pauper very well. I don't know Pauper very well either. I'm not sure if having main board artifact hate is a necessary thing. Could be. Lava Spike. Sideboard, I guess, is actually... Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Sideboard is something we should think about. Let's just throw this in here. Wild Cerberus, so we actually can see what the card is. Oh. Wild? It's not coming up. Don't know what card it is. Platinum Mirror. Palladium Mirror? Palladium Mirror... decent, and he works. We need a big creature. What we need is big creatures at this point. Something like what is what I'm looking for? There's a couple big ones that I put in. We need big colorless creatures. Think of Eldrazi that are not. Let's go like this. Let's go to advanced card search. Let's go. Rarity is going to be common, so we're searching only Pauper anyways. And we are looking for type line Eldrazi. Let's see if this helps. See if this works. Let's see how well this works. I don't know if I want any of those. I was hoping we'd find a better Eldrazi. Those don't really help us out at all. Averex. What is Averex? Let's take a look. Find out what it is. Go back. Averex is 3/3 haste. Enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a card named Averex, reveal it, and put it into your hand. That seems good. Actually, that seems really good. What do you guys think of this? Ulamog's Crusher. That's the one I was actually thinking of. I think throwing this guy in here is actually a good idea. He becomes a really good way of basically becoming... This guy becomes a really good way of just like consistently dropping down 3/3s, and then you can pump them to make them bigger. Which seems pretty fun. Very fun, actually. Ulamog's Crusher. For people that don't know. Oh. Ulamog's... Oh, Matt. We're just gonna throw it in. I know what it is. Ulamog's Crusher. Why you no work? because it has an apostrophe in its name. By the way, because I'm copying pasting stuff in the chat, please spell stuff correctly. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for me to actually grab stuff. Well, let's just go like this. Throw it in here. Wild Cerberus. There we go. Oh, that should be in sideboard. Added to the sideboard. Added. Eldrazi are colorless, which is why we want them. You only searched for red. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right. Who would have guessed? Searching options. Okay, we have lots of stuff in here. Eldrazi Aggressor. As you control a colorless creature. 50-50. Eldrazi Devastator seems fun. 8 mana. Pretty big. Hand of Eldrazi. Sure, you may sacrifice Eldrazi's opponent rather than pay it as Annihilator 1. That's pretty fun. That becomes really hard for your opponent to deal with. Hand of Emrakul. Let's actually throw that in the deck. We may cut it afterwards, but maybe not. Hand of Emrakul. There we go. Throw him in there. What else do we want to put in? What else do we need? What else is going in for this deck? You put a non-Pauper card in the deck, which we'll see afterwards. We'll have to look up because it'll tell us what's not Pauper legal when it sources out. Dragon Egg. Dragon Egg actually might be a fun one as well. We can also finish looking in here. One of you cast a colorless spell. We could always do Kozilek Sentinel. It could work. Nettle Drone also works, sort of. Again, the big thing is if we're going to play this as a Tron deck, we want to be making it so we actually are getting benefit off of Tron, which, I mean, we have a ton of extra mana, and we need to say, well, what are we dumping that mana into? Which becomes, the burning question for us, right? Well, what are we dumping that extra mana into? Let's take a look at what this guy is. Dragon Egg. What does that Dragon Egg do, other than is a dragon and an egg? When it dies, create a red dragon. It's neat, but I don't think we really need it. Thunderous Wraith. Deals 5 damage to target creature or player, has Miracle. Maybe? I mean, I feel like we kind of are accomplishing the same thing with some of the X spells we have. So, yeah. Welcome, Jordan, to... Hey, I play against your Tron deck in the event calendar. Hey, Jordan, you were the one I played against. It's fun. It's exciting. Today we are building another Tron deck. Electricity. The one thing is, again, I don't know Pauper well enough, and I'm positive. Deals 1 damage to target creature or player you don't control. Overload. You may cast this spell for Overload. If you do, change the text. So it deals damage to each creature. Again, I don't really think it does damage, which is nice, and we're not really playing Burn. We're trying to play Tron, right? So if we're doing, mono red Burn Pauper, then I think this card would be good. But again, we're doing Tron, so we need to say, well, what are the big things? What are we trying to... We're trying to get Tron assembled and then blow up our opponent. With that being said, Faithless Looting, is that... Faithless Looting, was that ever common? It was. Faithless Looting seems like a fantastic card to put in Tron, because we actually get to go and fetch, we get to dig up stuff. So that seems like a good card. I'm actually really tempted to put in, was Cathartic Reunion, I think it was an uncommon. I think it's uncommon though. No, it's a common as well. Cathartic Reunion's not terrible either. Just because if we need a way of potentially, digging up our win cons / Tron. So I think going this way might be a good call. Sean, thank you. You are as beautiful as your voice sounds. Thank you, Sean. That is very nice. Okay. Soul Case, the Squirrel Plane, Soulblight Flamekin gives trample with more mana. Let's take a look at that guy. Is it going to come up? Oh, it does. Okay, there we go. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. Neat. If this is 13 played, you get all your mana back. Let's put him on the deck, but I think he might not make the cut. He seems neat, but I don't think he's going to make the cut. Fork Bolt, yeah, you're right. Fork Bolt should go in simply because we do want some just straight up burn. We are going to win technically on burn as well, but we don't want too much burn. We need like a balance. Burning Inquiry. Is Burning Inquiry actually good for this deck? That's the next question. I don't think it is. No. Burning in... There we are. Burning Inquiry, I don't... Each player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. If we were playing a budget dredge deck, this card might work. Because we're not playing a budget dredge deck, this is scary. This is terrifying. I mean, to think of this way, you draw 3 cards. The 3 cards you draw are 3 cards you really need right now, and then you discard 2 of them, or all 3 of them. Scary. Not gonna go that one. Iron Tread Crusher. What does that guy do? Hey. The only thing is crew 3 scares me. No matter like what I play, when I look at something like this where I'm like, crew 3, especially in a deck that is designed to be more of a combo deck, which is what Tron is, that scares me a little bit. The Bib. Is it? No, the Dib. Welcome. It looks like we've actually, for quite a while, the stream has been good. The last 15 minutes. Now that I look at it, it's going to be like, hey, Twin Bolt as well, you think? Let's throw Twin Bolt in. I don't know if we actually are going to play Twin Bolt. We will put it in, just to be safe, though. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got, and then we will... yeah. We want to save. Yes. Save, but we're going to go take a look at what we actually have, evaluate, and then we'll see what we need to potentially be adding in. So, right now, our creatures that we're aiming to win with is Ulamog's Crusher, Annihilator 2, 8/8, seems pretty rad. And attacks each turn with Able, so that seems pretty rad. The Soulflin, I'm not really sold on this guy. If you can you guys see this okay, by the way? Is this big enough for you guys? I hope so. Let me know if it is. Arc Ruiner might be cool. Did you add Fireball? I did not add Fireball. We have 2 different things that are basically the same as Fireball, though. Hand of Emrakul also seems really good. Iron Mirror. I'm not sure if we need Iron Mirror. I don't know if we need either of the mirrors, to be honest. Just because we have a bunch of ways of digging up Tron. We have Expedition Map, which is going to be fetching up Tron. We have a bunch of ways of... yeah, we have a bunch of ways of putting stuff in. Let's actually take a look at some of these. You guys have thrown out a whole bunch of stuff here. Insolent Neonate. I don't... so the reason I'm not playing Insolent Neonate is because he is discard a card, draw a card, where Cathartic Reunion is discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards. So it's actually better we're gaining value. Where this guy is just like 1 for 1, which is not as good. Ancestral Vision. I'd like a loot box Ancestral Vision. Okay. Arc Runner. What is Arc Runner? I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. That's my cat scratching at the door. She wants to come in and see what's going on. She's saying, Papa, why are you not letting me in? Why do you not actually show stuff? Gatherer, you are terrible. Let's go like this. See if this will come up in here. Nope, you're not coming in here. I don't know what Arc Runner is, guys. Sorry. It's not showing anything here. Did bring a recurry with Waste Not and worked out pretty well for kitchen table. I can see that. I can see in the right situation it being good, but you're rolling dice. As soon as you're playing Burning Inquiry, you were rolling dice. Sometimes it's going to be amazing, and other times it's not. P.A. Fritz, you are not that late. I guess you were a little late, but we're still going. We're working on building decks, by the way. For anyone that is now just joining us or just joining at this point, we are building a Pauper deck right now. So self-assembler is when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a assembly worker. Oh, you may search your work. Hold on, you may search your library for an assembly worker creature card. Oh, so this is a creature type assembly worker. I can see, and put it in your hand. That is really good actually for what we're building. Let's throw that in right now. I think this would be genius. So basically, we're trying to like ramp into a bunch of mana and then play a bunch of big stuff and then get more of them. So that seems pretty good. Chromatic Sphere. Is Chromatic Sphere also? Was Chromatic Sphere ever common? It sure was. It was common in Mirrodin. Who'd have guessed? Not me. I thought it was uncommon. Yes. Seems awesome. Jujube Bubble. What is Juju Bubble? Is Juju Bubble actually a card? Apparently it is. Juju Bubble. Cumulative upkeep 1. If you play a card, bury Juju Gubble. Gubble, bubble. Let's... How expensive is this? I'm assuming it's budget. I'm guessing it's budget. It is. We're going to throw that in as a sideboard card. That seems like a really good sideboard card against some things. Stuff. Seems fun. Arc Runner is a 5/1 haste for 3. You have to sack into turn. I'm not really interested in that. I think stuff that is bigger that's going to stay on the board is going to be better for us. Is going to be better than like having to sacrifice stuff. The Squirrel Pearl suggested some ill-tempered Cyclops. What is... Let's just throw it in here. I'm sure it'll come up if we type and put it in here. Ill-tempered Cyclops. We'll see what it is. Fireball effect, Rolling Thunder. Yes. By the way, welcome legendary motorist? I don't think I've ever actually read your name before. Rolling Thunder. Let's throw Rolling Thunder in. See what it is. Juju Bubble is a joke. We'll see. We'll see. It could be amazing. Come on, we gain a whole bunch of life. I feel like not losing the game is always a good thing. Anyways, I actually agree with you, but we'll look at it later. Okay, let's go through what we have. So we have Avarex, which gets more Avarexes as we play them, which seems pretty good. Hand of Emrakul seems pretty good. Ill-tempered Cyclops is 3/3, monstrous 3, trample. That seems pretty good as well. I wonder though, is it so? We need to decide on what we're going to cut now. So we're at a point where we can actually start cutting stuff and then taking a look at what we should keep. So there's a few things we absolutely need. Chromatic Sphere, you're going to stay. Chromatic Star also stays. Expedition Map, yes, all of you. Yes, go Expedition Map. Give me Expedition Maps. Terrarion, I think we're going to go 2 Terrarions. 2 Terrarions, and all of these guys. Are these... we're going to go 2 stars as well. We're going to try to keep this budget. Come on, if we're going to make a deck, we're going to make a budget deck. Why not? Mind Stone. Mind Stone could be good. It gets you draw your cards, I guess, which should be fun. As far as digging stuff up, we're going to play 3 Cathartic Greetings, I think. Disintegrate seems really fun. But I think, what's the other one we have? We have... What? This guy here. Something Torch. Kavak's Torch. I think we're going to run 4 Kavak's Torches. They are kind of like win the game, technically. Also, by the way, does this show us anything? It says everything in the deck is legal. Pauper legal. Everything has been printed in Pauper at some point or another. Rolling Thunder deals X damage divided as you choose amongst any number of target creatures and or players. I don't think Rolling Thunder is good enough, seeing that we have other stuff such as Disintegrate and Kavak's Torch, which is... they're better. They're better, technically. Mind Stone, Sriracha Russia. Do we need Mind Stone? Mind Stone creates mana, and then you can sack it to get a draw card. Seems okay. Okay, we'll get rid of Juju Bubble. People are saying to not play it. We're getting rid of Juju Bubble now. Do you put electricity in the sideboard? That will help. We'll get to the sideboard in a second there. In a second here. So what do we? How many X red spells do we want? Artemis Prime. We are building a Pauper Tron mono red Tron deck right now, so that's what we're trying to do. Now the question becomes, how many X red damage spells do we want? I'm thinking 5, maybe 6. That creature can't be regenerated. If a creature would be put into the graveyard this turn, removed from the game instead. The nice thing about Disintegrate is it exiles creatures when it kills them. So we're going to go 2 Disintegrates and 4. So we're going to go 6 of them. Hopefully we'll draw into them and we can use them for a variety of different things. As far as other things, Lightning Bolt has been a common in the past, so we might as well play 3 of them. I would like to play 3. Or not 3, 4 Lightning Bolts. And then we have a question between Twin Bolt or Firebolt. Firebolt does 2 damage, has flashbacks. We can play it out of the graveyard. What are you saying? And unsubscribe from YouTube. Okay. Ciao, Connor. Thanks for hanging out and unsubscribing if you want. Sorry. We're doing live streams. We're hanging out. We're doing what people want to do. We don't always play Magic. Sometimes we are trying to do stuff. We want all of the X spells. But I mean, we do want X spells. But if we had 2 or 3 of them in our hand and not a whole lot of action, do we really want that? Do we really want that? That's my question. Hey, Fraser Mackey! Welcome. As you guys can see, Fraser Mackey's name down here. He is one of the level 3+ sponsors. Welcome, Fraser. I guess you're tuning in from not North America, so I can see why it would be hard for you to get in on the live stream. Okay, Faithless Looting. We definitely want 4 Faithless Lootings. Definitely. We should also put in our lands, by the way. So we want 4, 4, 4. Phyrexian Mutilator. Or Marauder, sorry. Is Phyrexian Marauder good in... Phyrexian Marauder comes into play with X11 counters on it. Can't be blocked. Wow. Oh, it cannot block, sorry. And cannot attack unless you pay 1 for each 1/1 counter on it. And it was a rare. So we can't play it anyways. Yeah, sorry. That card does not work in this deck. And so we have what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This should be... I think we're going to want, like, what, 18 lands? Or no, we're going to want more than 8. We're probably going to want 21 or 22 lands. So we're going to go 22. Just to be safe. Now, here becomes the... Fork Bolt seems good. Twin Bolt also seems good. What do we want to play? Which one's cheaper, I guess? Twin Bolt's cheaper. So we're going to play 4 Twin Bolt. No Fork Bolt. Sorry, or no Forked Bolt. Firebolt. What do you guys think? Fireball or Firebolt? Sorry, I should check what you guys are saying here, what you guys are suggesting. Pyroplasm is uncommon, unfortunately. I'm kind of thinking we're going to go to Firebolt. Probably just 2 Firebolt. And Faithless Looting we want 4 of. Sorry if this isn't too exciting. We're just trying to figure out how many of each thing we need. And then as far as our win conditions, I'm thinking we want to go 4 of this guy. Annihilator 2 is going to be, like, impossible for our opponent to deal with. So we'll go 4 with him. I don't think Soulbound Flamekin is actually any good in this matchup. And I also don't think we need the, like, mana producers either. And I think this guy is no good. Kiln Fiend is good. He is our secondary win con because we have a lot of other stuff that is not in the... he's our backup win con. We'll go 3 of him. Iron Mirror, you can go away as well. Ill-Tempered Cyclops. I think we're going to go Self-Assembler. We're going to go 4 Self-Assemblers. I think this is going to be the plan. Self-Assembler. Give me all the Self-Assemblers. And I think Self-Assembler is actually better than Avarex in a lot of ways. Avarex, I know he can get bigger. We can make him bigger. But I think Self-Assemblers are going to be faster for us. I think that's the way we're going to go. And Hand of Emrakul. I think we're going to cut Hand of Emrakul. Ulamog's Crusher I think is going to be better. And we're going to get rid of Avarex, but we are going to play a bunch of ill-tempered Cyclopses. 2 ill-tempered Cyclopses. This guy goes away. Actually, we're going to go 4. You need to go away. It doesn't work as well as I want it to. You couldn't use Platinum Mirror in Pauper anyways. Is it banned or what? Why play Firebolt, which deals 2 when you can deal 4 to a creature for the same cost as Flame Slash? Is Flame Slash common? The thing is, we also want to be able to target our opponent's face, which is a big thing. Flame Slash does it to an opponent only. Yeah. I guess the one upside about the other guy is he had haste, technically. I'm okay with not having haste. I want you to go away. Go away. I'm okay with not having haste. Double red hurts. It does, which is also why I'm like, not really interested in playing it. Especially because our objective is actually to get a bunch of mana. Okay, let's refresh. Oh, we need more than 4 mountains. So what we're at? We're at 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, let's refresh, see how many cards we're at. We might take this for a spin on Xmage if we have 60 cards. We have 72 cards. We actually need to cut stuff. That's a thing that happens. So we need to cut stuff. 22 lands I think is a good idea because we want to be able to just eventually get lands if we need to play that. 15 win cons seems... well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down a... Do I go down a Kiln Fiend? I guess, okay, here's a question for you guys. Should we focus on creature-based win conditions or the, like, X damage spell win conditions? I feel like X damage spell win conditions is a good idea, but... yeah, I feel like it's a good idea, actually, probably. So going down these guys, so, like, going down 2 ill-tempered Cyclopses. This is not loading very fast. Kind of annoying. Drives me a little bit crazy. Thermal Archmage isn't a bad idea right now. What does Thermal Archmage do? Thermal Archmage. Show me Thermal Archmage. Deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell. He could be good. I feel like we need to be playing like a budget Storm deck to make him work better. Because we don't actually have that much in the way of... we don't have that much. I think we're actually going to go down Firebolt, actually. I wish this was loading properly. It's acting really strange. Okay, well, it's going to go like this. Oh, I got logged out. Oh. Let's log back in. That's why it's not doing stuff. Log in. I was like, why isn't it doing stuff like when I want to remove things? Alright, so Firebolt comes out. 2 Firebolts come out. We don't need either of them. We need to go down 15 cards. Cut Kiln Fiend? Yeah, I think so. Kiln Fiend comes out. We're going to go this the fast way. There's a problem with this action. Yes. Okay, so Firebolt comes out. Kiln Fiend comes out. I almost think Terrarion comes out as well. Terrarion's fun and all, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough for what we're trying to do here. Was it? So you say that you have a legendary in your deck. I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about. Yes, so save and go back. Okay, so we are now at 65 cards. We still need to cut 5 things. I think this is good. I don't want to go any less creatures than this because we need win cons, and I think that 12 creature win cons is probably going to be the best or the lowest I'm willing to go. 22 lands. Again, I don't want to go less than 22 lands, specifically with Tron, because if we're not getting Tron, we still need to regularly get lands. So we kind of want that. I think we can go down a Cathartic Reunion. Faithless Looting, we keep Cableless. Maybe we don't need Cathartic Reunion at all, actually. I think we can actually cut all of the Cathartic Reunions. And we want to keep these guys still. Or do we? I'm tempted to actually cut 2 of these guys. What do you guys got? Just became a Patreon. Love your work. Hey! What is this? Elzer? Friendman? Thank you for becoming a Patreon. I'll actually send you a message saying hi and add you to the Discord later. And then you get to hang out with Magic Man and a whole bunch of all of the rest of us. We chat daily, by the way. If that's another thing. If you are becoming a Patreon, like, I'm active on the Discord all the time, along with a whole bunch of other people. We're chatting about what's coming up, what's going on. Kolodoth Rebirth. I considered Kolodoth Rebirth. I don't think it's actually going to be good enough in the deck, sadly. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning might actually be good enough. Chain Lightning. Wow, there's a weird version of it. Chain Lightning deals 3 damage to a creature or player. Then that player may also pay. Oh, they can pay. Again, we're playing Mono Red Tron, not Mono Red Burn. So that's something we need to keep in mind. Is we're not a burn deck technically. We are. We're not a burn deck technically. I think I'm really scared to get rid of Twin Bolt because we don't have much early game action. I think we're gonna go down 2 of the Cyclopses, and let's take a look at what we got now. Woot, new member, Force of Skill, also a Patreon. Okay, we're at 60 cards. So, okay, what do you guys think? Okay, so here's what we got so far. So we have Mountains, Urza's, we have Lightning Bolt, Twin Bolt, which is going to help us. Twin Bolt's going to help us deal with early game aggro decks. Disintegrate, Faithless Looting, Kavak's Torch, Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Self-Assembler because it can actually go and grab other stuff, or more of himself. Ulamog's Crusher because he has Annihilator too, which is super funny. Chromatic Sphere, Star, these are going to help us draw cards. Expedition Map can help us get Tron. So... Oh, we have a new subscriber, Tyler Rab. Welcome to the live stream / GiantMonsterGames. I think we are going to now... I'm going to go full screen for a second here. I think we're actually going to take this spin on... I can actually close you. We're going to take this first spin on Xmage. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Xmage. We're going to go and see how this works as is. So that's going to be the next plan. Is Stuffy Doll allowed? Stuffy Doll is not allowed, otherwise we would have put Stuffy Doll in, like, in a heartbeat. Oh, there's a new version of update. Okay, well, hopefully it won't take too long to update. Link the deck for us per... Oh, blocks. Okay, people are talking here. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go bring the live chat over so I can read it a little bit easier. Okay, what do we got here? Welcome to the friendly... Oh yeah, Fraser's also a thing. Hold on, Fraser, you can become a... Let's go like this. Add moderator. There you go, Fraser. You are officially a moderator now. Welcome to the moderator, to the mod team. By the way, I'm waiting for Xmage to update, and then we're gonna go and play the deck on Xmage, sans the sideboard. So it's gonna be no sideboard. We're gonna see how it plays, and I mean, down the road, I need to take a look at what's out there. I mean, spending an hour. We've spent like what, an hour building the deck, threw something together, test it, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna try see what we need to add or remove from it, which will be part of the game plan. Part of the game plan. So, oh yeah, so while I'm waiting here, guys, waiting for Xmage to update. So, something else I'm doing on my spare time, other stuff, is I'm working on a second YouTube channel where I do custom toys and collectible stuff, I guess. Maybe more like custom toys, which is actually why you see some of the stuff back here, because they're things I picked up for cheap or interesting, and cheap, not generally cheap, and I'm gonna like take them and make them look better. Let me show you an example. So here's a perfect example. So we have an Iron Man toy here that I got. I got it for a dollar store for $3, which might have been more than I wish I would have paid for it. Either way, I mean, the toy itself is, well, other than the fact it's blinding light for you guys, is actually a pretty good model. So, I mean, like, the detail on it's pretty good. It's just a terrible paint job, and I don't know, I'm not sure why he's, I guess it's supposed to be like a different ghost armor or something. That was weird. So either way, so we're gonna take this, give it a new paint job, maybe customize it so it's not just in like this generic stance, and then, yeah, see if we can make it so it looks like a toy that instead of paying $3 at a dollar store for it, you'd pay, I don't know, $15, $20, $30, $40, I don't know, for it in somewhere else. So we will see. We will see. And just so you guys know, I'm logging up on Xmage right now. It is connecting. And once it's connected, we will play some games, and you guys can see. If you guys don't know what Xmage is, you'll actually see what Xmage is right away here. Okay. Research is good. We should do Infect next. Maybe? Maybe, we'll see. Okay, we're gonna go back to the MTG overlay. And I can actually extend some of this stuff down. So, and this can come this way? Sure, there we go. We're playing on Xmage. Wada! Xmage. Amazing, isn't it? We actually, first thing I need to do, before I actually do Xmage, I actually need to download this deck. So, downloading it, oops, download it as a text file. Actually, by the way, for anyone that is wanting to follow along with what the deck is, here's the actual link to the deck. You guys can actually take a look if you guys want a closer look on what we're actually doing here. Don't build the MLP deck, please. It's not good. What is MLP? MLP. I'm a paratrippin'. What is an MLP deck? I'm not lying. I don't actually know what that is. Page not found. Why is it not page not found? It's not private, is it? Is it prototype? We're gonna make sure that you guys can actually see this deck. And the answer is it's prototype, not private. Saved. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Now let's try. Try that one. Okay, and Xmage deck editor. Never used Xmage before. This tutorial for you. So Xmage is a free Magic client. It's where I do most of my testing. If I go and buy all these things, I can actually test stuff and actually, you know, as you can see, do things. Yeah, so we can actually test things out without having to go buy a whole bunch of cards. Oh, My Little Pony. Don't make the My Little Pony deck. Just don't make the, we're gonna import file. And downloads, what did we call this? We called this, what is this? Livestream Tron. Okay, so you go and you select the file you want to import. Go to deck editor, by the way. Found problems with the deck. Yes, okay. So it's saying, hey, there's no sideboard. That's fine. I'm okay with it not having a sideboard. I don't have mountains downloaded either. That's not the end of the world. Even though I ever thought about a red-white extra exert deck. I don't think exert works in modern. Unfortunately. It's kind of the way it goes. Exert works really good in modern, or in standard, but not so good in modern. The problem is you need your creatures regularly untapped. Maybe you could make like a red, green, blue exert deck, or a green, blue, white exert deck, because then you can run what's it called? Prophet of Krufix, is it? I think. Where all your creatures untap every single turn, so you would just exert them every single turn and then untap them. But, I mean, 3-color, you kind of need some ramp. I feel like you're kind of like spreading yourself a little bit too thin. I feel like that's what would be the problem. Okay. Live stream, Tron. And then let's go to tables. And let's, we are doing... Standard Legacy Vintage. Uh, uh, uh. I don't think any of this matters. I'm looking for Pauper. How do I make a Pauper match? How do I search for Pauper matches here? I don't need either of these. Well, let's go new match. Let's select our deck. So Xmage. Okay. Xmage. Oops. Decks. Livestream Tron deck. Where are you? Livestream Tron. And constructed Pauper. Sure. Game 25 minutes. Let's go 40 minutes. Why not? And win 2 casual. Okay, here we go. Launched. We are now looking for Pauper people. People playing Pauper. We'll see how long it takes. In the meantime, I can go look over here. So I deleted it. 32 cards. Planes. Play Relic of Progenitist and smash the smitheries in the sideboard. Is Relic? Yeah, Relic was a common, wasn't it? Forever ago. We're gonna test it out without the sideboard. Then we'll put the sideboard in, just because we need to see if there's anything that like needs some serious cutting. Because we can always drop technically. Not always the coolest thing to do, but we can always drop. Force of Skill. You think that Exert is good? Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not sold on Exert. I just don't see it as a super powerful, super strong thing. Mechanic, that is. Okay, you can use us and white Chorus with white enchantments. Okay. Okay. People, you guys gotta figure it out. I guess, I mean, if you can untap your exerted creatures, then it doesn't make any difference. You can just, whatever, go for it. Yeah. Cody. Oh my god. Mr. Otter is here. Everyone say, welcome, Mr. Otter. Oh man, come on to the stream to see Windows Simulator. Yes. Yeah. So Cody, by the way, for anyone that's joining us, I mean, if you guys are joining us late, we are building decks today, not playing decks. So we are currently waiting on some. We're building a, we've built a budget mono red Pauper deck. So now we're waiting on someone to join us or challenge us. Sometimes when you're playing stuff like Pauper on Xmage, it's a little bit slow. It's a lot better for, I don't know, modern, I guess, realistically. So what red creatures are in this deck? Well, let me actually show you guys the deck. So while we're waiting for the game to start, we can actually take a look. So for creatures in our current deck, we have Ill-Tempered Cyclops, which is a 3/3 that we can make monstrous, has trample, so it can become a 3/3 with trample, or it can become a 6/6 with trample down the road, which is fun. Self-Assembler, which when you play it, you get to go and fetch up other Self-Assemblers, which seems fun. And then we have Ulamog's Crusher as our other major Tron piece. It is just a big Annihilator 2 smashing face kind of guy. And then we also have a backup win con, which is the Kavok's Torch and Disintegrate, which are X-Red. So we can then X-Red our opponent's face off with Tron. So hopefully dealing enough damage and taking them out. Howdy fam, I'm a huge fan. Thank you. What is this? Flank Lindude. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. We have Connor. Welcome, Connor. Adrian, I love your videos. Great content. Build Dredge. I have a Dredge deck. I have 2 different Dredge decks. Actually, what is it? Not this week, not next week, the week after. So in 3 weeks from now is going to be a revisit of Dredge. We're going to revisit Dredge. Wow, no one's playing today, are they? No one's playing Pauper. Maybe Pauper is just not a popular thing. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait it out. And if it doesn't come up, then we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Who else we got in here? Is the music the lively? What? Is this music the living tombstone? It is not. It is actually something I got off of a music website that you can just kind of get music for cheap and use it in whatever you want. So it's not any specific band. Okay. I want someone to join our game now. If anyone else has Xmage and is free, jump on Xmage and play us, okay? At this point, we're just kind of hanging out and waiting. Hanging out and waiting. Waiting and hanging out.
Your game can start.
Hey, someone finally joined us. Okay, we're playing.
Your game has started.
Here we go. I can actually shrink this stuff down. And we're going to be first player. Sorry again, the screen, there's the reason why people actually ask down the road, like, hey, why don't you actually stream on Xmage more? It's because of this, like, Xmage is not nice looking. So what do we got here? We have a power plant. I wish I could make this bigger. That's the other thing, you can't make stuff like this bigger. You can hardly see it. And there's no way of making these cards bigger. You can just hover over them and see the text. So we have a Tron piece. I think this is keepable. This is keepable. We are okay to keep this. My upkeep. I guess we play Tron. Throw down a sphere and shake out. To our opponent's turn. Sounds really similar to the music. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, as long as you enjoy it. I'm happy you guys enjoy it. Oh, we are playing against also Tron. Mirror match. Mirror Tron match. Your turn, draw. Okay, well... I guess we could play second Tron, crack this guy, Faithless Looting. Do we do that on our opponent's turn, though? No, because this is a sorcery. So it's going to be cracking for red. Choose red. We draw Ulog's Crusher. Yeah, less than ideal. Play Faithless Looting using our red. And then... what do we draw? Lightning Bolt, Torch. I think we're going to throw away one of the torches. We have to throw away two things. I think it's going to be Torch and Twin Bolt. Likely our opponent's not going to have anything. So, and we have other things that are better at getting rid of. So let's go to that. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Or ship it to our turn, actually. The sounds are amazing on this game. Are they? I guess so, if you think they are. They remind me of, like, Chandelar, the, like, old school. Hey, it's Green Tron. Who would have guessed? Green Tron is a thing. So he got a plant token. And, ooh, still nothing. Draw. Okay, we're going to crack this guy. We're going for it, guys. By going for it, I mean we're gonna try and draw into... ugh. We don't want to draw into that. Let's play another sphere, I guess. I'm just trying to draw cards. At this point, I'm just trying to filter cards as fast as humanly possible. We may also just bolt our opponent's face. Oh, we can Expedition Map. There we go. Play the Expedition Map. We can't play Expedition Map technically, but we can play it now. So, and go to end step here. What are people talking about? Ooh, turn 3 Tron? No. We tried for it. We really tried for turn 3 Tron. Didn't happen. It wasn't a thing that was going to happen today. Our opponent is going to get... he's not going to get turn 3 Tron either. Okay. That time where slivers were so OP is... slivers are still OP depending on what format you're playing. And here's the question. Do we bolt our opponent's face? I'm kind of tempted to bolt our opponent's face. Yeah, might as well bolt our opponent's face. Face bolting is always a fun thing. Favorite pastime of mine. Realistically, we can also this... oh, no, it's going to be next turn. We can play the Crusher. Self-assembler. Neat. That would have been really cool if we would have drawn Tron. And I think... do we do... I think we're going to go for it right now. Not super excited about it, but we're going to go cracking Expedition Map, grabbing the tower, playing the tower. We're doing it on our turn, by the way, because we didn't have a land to play, so we might as well do it. And then ship it to our turn, and next turn we're going to start blowing our opponent's face up. We're probably going to play the Ulamog's Crusher first. I keep hitting Q to like expand the card, but you guys can't physically see it, as in it doesn't do anything. So we're probably going to play Ulamog's Crusher. which is going to start annihilating our opponent's stuff really quickly, which is going to be funny. And then we will probably... We're going to use the torch as a finisher. I think is what it's going to be. Our opponent's expedition map, getting the last piece of Tron for them. I have a sweet set of Kiln Fiend deck. Oh, nice. Feel free to send if you have decks, Franklin dude. Feel free to send them to the Facebook page. I would be more than interested in seeing... Oh, we can close these now. Let's do that. Send them to the Facebook page. I'm always interested in seeing new decks. Always fun. My upkeep. Faithless Looting is not really something we need or want. So I think we just play the Crusher. And then ship it to our opponent's turn. Go to our turn, I guess. I mean, there's nothing we're going to do. And starting to swing in with Annihilator 2 is going to be pretty fun. Why not play the Trample guy? The Trample guy is nice. True. But this guy has Annihilator 2, which means our opponent has to sacrifice 2 permanents. So Trample seems cool to get extra damage in. Making our opponent sacrifice 2 permanents every turn is more powerful. I mean, I know right now this turn you can sacrifice this and this, but then turn 2, like what else is he sacrificing? Becomes a lot more stuff. That's neat. So whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may gain 5 life. That's fun. Tower. Tower is also fun. So I think we drop the tower. And I think we swing in with the 8/8. I think that's what we do. Go to our opponent's face with the 8/8. Oh, he has to attack. Good. It makes no difference to me. He has to attack every single turn, so he auto-attacks for us. And then I guess we have 2 options. We can either play Self-Assembler, or we could actually play the Trample guy now, or we can Faithless Looting. I think playing Self-Assembler, because what we have, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can actually play 2 Self-Assemblers, which seems pretty rad. So sure, our opponent's gonna like gain 10 life, but I don't think it's gonna be very helpful. We're still gonna do a lot more damage. So I think we're gonna double Self-Assembler is gonna be the next plan. You had the mana before. That's what I meant. Oh, did I have the mana before? Oh, to play this guy. I see. Oh, yeah. No, I think you're right. I could have played him on a turn before, but I think, yeah, may have misplayed there. Oh, stream is lagging again? Stream is lagging again. Hopefully not too badly. Hopefully. Seems like my stream goes like this. It goes up and down, up and down. Well, I'm gonna keep playing, and hopefully the stream will fix itself. That seems to be my strategy. Hopefully the stream fixes itself. And it is my second turn, so we're gonna go Self-Assembler. Bam, bam. Yes, we're gonna go fetch it up. Just dropped in to say hi, Mike Diz. Adrian, what software are you using? I have not seen this before. This is Xmage. I use it for my playtesting of decks, largely because I don't want to have to go out and buy all the cards before I decide to win. Let me know if this fixes it. Rebooting the stream sometimes helps. Sometimes? Hopefully it helped. Let me know if this has helped the stream at all. Fingers crossed that it has. And we're still on our opponent's turn. Still on our opponent's turn. Has he said anything? I don't think our opponent has said anything to us. Nope, he hasn't said anything. Alright. Hopefully it's fixed for a while and not just like 30 seconds. Fingers crossed. Sometimes it does that. What is this guy? As just cost, sacrifice a land you control, search your library for a land, put it into the battlefield, shuffle your library. Neat. Oh, looks like it's gone bad again. Can you guys see me? I'm gonna wave like this. See if this works at all. No. For a very brief moment. Our opponent is playing a bunch of big creatures again, which for me is annoying. Sure, he can attack me. Expedition map. Do I torch? Okay, well, I'm gonna... hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. If you can't, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. What we're going to do is we are going to torch for 5 on this guy. So mountain 3, 4, 5. Blowing up his guy. Then we say, okay. Begin combat. Attack with everything. Go to our thing. Still laggy and refreshing. I don't understand why it does this. Sometimes it's really good, and it's really good for a while. It was good for like an hour. And then it went back to being bad again. So, not very fun. We're attacking with everything, by the way. So our opponent's going to have to sacrifice 2 things. That's fun for me. Let's see. Let's try the... it looks like we're doing like 1 frame every 5 seconds. We are just gonna... I'm just gonna sideboard it back as normal. We'll see if this helps. I stopped the stream and then I refired it off, by the way, as with a lower bitrate. I'm not sure if that maybe is the reason why it's not going very well. So it might be a lower quality, like lower resolution for you guys, but it should, in theory, crash less. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry about the lag. I'll even type it. Sorry about
your game has started.
Lag. Unsmiley face. As in sad face. So yeah. At least it's back. Is it back? Can you guys at least see what's going on now? I mean, on my side, it looks like it's actually not having any stream issues. It's not doing the loading thing. Is your it's your graphics card, dude? Probably. I have a hunch you're right that it is the graphics card. So, anyways, we don't have Tron. We have nowhere near Tron. We don't even have close to Tron. He's been working for 50. I hope the last 15 more minutes. Me too. I think we need to mulligan this away. By the way, my hand. I think we have to mulligan it away. We have mountain, 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 crusher, crusher. Ooh, this is substantially better. I will keep this. I will keep you. You seem good. And twin bolt. Do we want twin bolt on top? No, we want twin bolt on the bottom. Because we're probably going to Faithless Looting soon. Which means that it'll be, yeah. Words and stuff and things. I'm having a hard time remembering what I'm even trying to be saying. Is really what's going on here. So our opponent plays the Mine and a Chromatic Star. Mirror match Tron. I wonder if Tron seems like a really good deck in Pauper. I bet you anything you see a lot of Tron decks. We can go to my turn, by the way. Oh, no. Cancel skip. Done. Okay. And I think we... your turn, draw. I think we're going to play the power plant and then ship it to our opponent's turn. Yeah. I think that's where it's going to be. I kind of wanted to play the mountain so we could play Faithless Looting. But I think playing the 2 pieces of Tron in the, like... What is it? We have like a 5% chance of drawing into the tower. So I think it's probably a better bet, technically. Also because our opponent is also playing Tron, so for us, because we're playing against Tron as a mirror match, we know that he's not going to drop stuff on like turn 1, turn 2, which means we don't have to worry about the aggro of potentially also having like a lightning bolt up. So yeah, here's another mountain. Okay, we're going to Faithless Looting this time. We're going to Faithless Looting. And we need to toss 2 things away. We can toss the other Faithless Looting away. We can actually toss away the Crusher as well, I think. Or do we toss away the Lightning Bolt? Or the Mountain? Mountain, you go away. And ship it to our opponent's turn. Shipping it to our opponent's turn. Stream health is still good. Oh my. It's been like 4 minutes or something like that. Aren't most Reanimator cards non-common? If we're talking about Reanimator cards that go from graveyard to play, yeah, there's not that many that are not like rares, for that matter. If we're talking about cards that like bring stuff from your graveyard to your hand, there's lots that are common. Which is, yeah. Hey, just popped in. I love your deck's magic. The Prophet, thank you for popping in. I saw that you commented earlier in the day before the live stream was even happening. So, yeah. And you asked, by the way, you were one of the ones that was like, hey, can we like do some deck building instead? And that's exactly what we did. We built a Pauper mono red Tron deck. Mouthful of words there. Mouthful of stuff. May have to do a deck tech on this one now, so who knows? Okay. Looks like a lot of people have run away because this is ugly to watch. I don't blame you guys. Okay, it is my turn. Hey, there's the tower. Well, I feel dumb now. Actually, no, I guess that makes sense. So we're gonna play the tower. And I didn't realize it. He actually had a removal of some sort. He blew up our power plant. What did he use to blow up the power plant though? Reap and sow. Destroy target land. Search your library for... wow. Tron. That's neat. That's exciting. That feels great. Do I play anything? I think the answer is no. We ship it to our opponent's turn. Next turn. Done? Why? Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Looks like my Xmage has become frozen. Neat. I like it when Xmage freezes. Makes me very excited. Very excited indeed. Red. While hovering over a card in Xmage, use your mouse to scroll wheel. So you can... Okay, let's see if it decides to unfreeze. And you can use your mouse wheel to scroll to preview the card bigger. Connection to server was lost. Reconnect? Yes. Unable to connect to server. Server is likely offline. Well, that's exciting. Looks like Xmage just disconnected. Anyways, guys, it is actually the end of the stream now. It is almost 9 o'clock. I only have 2 hours. So I need to color a good night for you guys. I'm going to go back to full screen. Full screen, Adrian. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for building this deck. I will try and tune this deck a little bit more, and maybe I'll make a Pauper deck for one of the days where we're doing videos and doing a deck tech. So we can do a Pauper, mono red Pauper deck. I'll see what else I can put into it to make it more powerful or more stronger. Wow, nothing is working out. No, this seems to be the status quo for me live streaming. Is things tend to be laggy. Things don't work. Whatever. At least I had fun. I hope you guys had fun hanging out and playing and watching and building decks with me. Next time we will probably do some actual gameplay, just playing decks people want to see, because that's always fun. Goodbye, Matthew. Thanks for playing. Sorry I got disconnected. Yeah. It's the way it goes, unfortunately. Good night, everybody. Oh, did you make an 8-rack? If not, please do. I do not have an 8-rack deck yet, because 8-rack's like mid-budget. It's not like you can't really build an 8-rack deck for like $60. You can build an 8-rack deck for like 150, but not quite. Anyways, guys, until next time, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out on the live stream, and until next time, don't forget to game like a giant monster.